6 on Your Side's Madeline White went to a dairy farm in Wendell to learn more.
The plight of the modern-day dairy farmer is not what it used to be.
There are a tremendous amount of outside pressure coming to our producers that previous generations didn't have to deal with.
A recent study by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention found that farmers are more likely to take their own lives than those in any other U.S. occupational group. Why? Narrabout believes there's a few reasons, starting with a larger demand for transparency, including specialized auditors with checklists surveying their every move.
Often there are multiple audits. You could have an audit for an environmental practice and then a couple months later have another audit for worker training and safety. And so you have all those pressures and all those expenses that are starting to pile up at the farm level. Expenses that their predecessors didn't necessarily have. They have to be exceptional business people that can understand how to hedge milk and feed, and it's a very complex business to where no longer can you really succeed by just being a good cow person. You have to be a great business manager, a great HR person. International trade disputes, he says, also causing tough times. We've seen over a 50-cent per hundredweight drop in milk price, which is a significant drop. And as more and more large farms invest in technologies like these robots that boost production, smaller farms struggle to keep up. If you're in a situation where you can't afford to implement those technologies, then it is going to add stress to you and to your operation. Then something we can all relate to, he says there's also that fear of disappointing your loved ones. In Idaho, every dairy farm is owned and operated by a family, many of them established several decades ago. If you are that generation where you maybe lose that generational business that's been in your family for 100 years, that is a tremendous amount of stress to possibly have that family business end with you. But he also says that can work in both ways, that family and friends in the industry can also be what gets them through the tough times. If you're in the industry and need to talk to someone directly, you can call the Farmer Hotline at 800-FARM-AID. Madeline White, 6 on Your Side.